Hey guys, how's it going? Your boy Mandy here. Because of the success of this deck, and a lot of people are asking me how I actually managed to win with this deck and everything, and I decided to make a video guide and explain you and guide you about every single matchup, teach you the ways of mulligans and everything, and explain you the reasoning of every single card that I have done. Um, this deck has a lot of versatility. This deck has a lot of control and a lot of potential for tournament play. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go through the cards first, and then we'll go through the mulligans. Okay, so first of all, we have a Kaldwini Sergeant. And the reason why we only have one is because most of the time we will actually get stuck with one or two on hand. So we also have Roach. Roach is one of the stars of this deck. We also have Old Girl. He combos really well with this deck. BlingBlingDovid wouldn't be anything as close as without Orgil. We also have Geralt Igni. Geralt Igni, one of the best neutral cards and legendaries on my way. My personal opinion. We have Siri. It's really good for bringing out that Roach. You know, if you lose the match, bluff one extra card, etc. Try to catch up on your everything. You know Siri. Siri, man. She's fantastic. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Alright. We also have Borg 3 Jackdaws. Borg 3 Jackdaws is amazing on this deck. It allows you to control. It allows you to be always on top. Okay? This is the Borg 3 Jackdaws, man. It's amazing. We have a trebuchet. And you might laugh at this, but the trebuchet actually is giving a lot of value. You can come up with different things with trebuchet and put them at certain values, so our next star can actually do different kind of situations. Here it is, Pavetta. Oh man, so Pavetta is she's really good on this deck. It's not necessary; it's a luxury, okay? But she also has really good counters against other cards that we will talk about. And yeah, she's one of the stars. Oh, Jennifer. Jennifer, we had a lot of discussions on my stream. At the beginning, it was funny because the entire stream doubted me. They're like, don't play Jennifer, bro. Jennifer is gonna let you down. But you know what? Hashtag Team Jennifer right here, and we proved them wrong. I'll go into details how I play everything in a second. We have The Last Wish. We run one Tremors because it's a Grim. What else? We run two Azure Thunders, and I'll explain also why. Biting Frost, two of them. What's that? Somebody's running Epidemic on 2016? What? That's right, we're running two Epidemics on 2016. We're also running two Swallow Potions, two Promotes, two Lacerates, Sabrina Gales. Look at this. Look, Sabrina, man. It's an amazing combo and an amazing addition for this deck. We have Prince Tennis because he's really, really good. Why not? So, first of all, before we go into the mulligan, things you gotta be careful for against this deck, alright? The things, warnings, guys. Warnings, pay attention to this because if you don't play around this, it's very likely that you will have a bad time. Okay? Against monsters, you don't want Kaldwini Sergeant because what they will do is they will actually rest them with Caretaker. Alright? And then after that, they will break your gold Roach. Okay? The main goal of this is for you to make a huge Roach, dude. You want to buff that and you want to lock it. You want to use a Swallow Potion, lock it, and call it a day. Alright? You want to be as immune as possible. But if you give them a Kaldwini, they actually can mess up with your Roach. So be careful. Now, same with monsters. Once again, be careful on. Don't be afraid to lock a Roach at 3. Okay? If you lock a Roach at 1 plus promote, you know, it's completely fine. Because they will take that Roach with a Griffin. Alright? Remember that. Keep that in mind. Okay? Orgil. Orgil has a fantastic synergy with Last Wish. You can discard it and then wait for the next round. Okay? So Geralt Digny, because yes, he's that much value. Siri, what happens with Siri is allows you to play really aggressively on the round that you're going to lose, and sometimes, sometimes it forces them to draw the extra mile, go the extra mile, commit the extra just to try to win the second round. Like honestly, guys, you guys might want to aim to win round one. Brock 3 Jackdaws, fantastic card. Okay, you play round one, Brock 3 Jackdaws. He brings Roach. Turn 2 you swallow. Turn 3 you promote. It's done. The combo is done. Okay, and then after that you have enough control to actually just make their life a headache. All right. Trebuchets. Well, Manti, what? Why are you running a trebuchet? Well, let me tell you something. Trebuchets allow me to play with Epidemic. Allow me to play to Biting Frost. Allow me to set up for Stemfolds. And they throw a little rock to Sabrina Gales, puts it right into Epidemic range. A little tiny rock there and everything. It's really, really, really good. It's not like you might want to change this a little bit to whatever you might prefer or feel more comfortable, but I'm just giving you the explanations of how I'm playing it. Okay? Now, Pavetta and Sabrina Gales have a very, very unique interaction. And I want you to understand this in order to play this properly. Okay? So, Pavetta enters into play as 4. Even if she goes into a weather grow, before she activates her power, she counts as a 4. Okay? So keep that in mind. So what happens with Sabrina Gales is that she will activate killing, something lower or Sabrina first. If she kills Sabrina first, Sabrina activates later, making the explosion before the second activation of Pavetta. So you can actually combo Pavetta with Sabrina, explosion, Pavetta survives, and you clear the board. It's really, really good. We have Woodland Spirit, right? Those annoying foglets and those annoying wolves. Well, you Pavetta, it kills the wolves, it kills the foglets. It's done. It's done, just like that. Okay, now here is something that the stream was really concerned about, and let me explain to you. Jennifer, turn 1, you play Jennifer, you bring the unicorn, and this is the interaction. Jennifer will appear, she will bring Roach because Jennifer is gold, then the unicorn will activate, buffing Roach, Jennifer, and the unicorn itself. Okay? So what happens here? Roach starts at like 7, and you will lock that. It's done. Well, yeah, look at that. So it's 3 plus 2 is 5. Lock it 7. Easy 7 Roach. Lock. Turn 1 2. It's easy combos, man. So Jennifer is fantastic for that kind of situations. You're playing against Isegrim. Well, Jennifer can actually make Isegrim nightmare. If you manage to actually lock your Roach as high, really high, and everything's gold, well, they have a really hard time trying to catch up. So make sure you lock that Roach as high as you can, but don't get too greedy though. Okay? Overall, Last Wish allows me to recoup from a lot of cards that I might not want and everything. And yes, just overall, you guys know how to use it. It thins your deck. It's good. Top decks are also fantastic with that. Stemfolds also is a little extra oomph against Isegrim's decks. A Source Thunder, because sometimes, you just need that extra thunder in order to make Sabrina Gales worth. Biting Frost, 2 of them. Manti, what are you running 2 of them? Oh my god. Well, Skellige is your hardest matchup. and we will go into resume for that. But you want to frost against Skellige, because whenever you play against Skellige, they have a lot of turns that they're just playing, but they're actually just rotating the deck. I call those dead turns. I mean, you only have removals, and if they do a dead turn, then you have to play a removal that doesn't accomplish absolutely anything. So in order to do that matchup, I like to beat them on 2 rounds. And if you go the long way, you can always have the extra Biting Frost. Most people are rolling melee, and they want to Dimeridium Bomb your Golden Roach or your Golden Orgil, you know? So then they're wasting it. And that also really combos well with Sabrina Gales and also Pavetta. You know, you freeze them, and Pavetta comes, finish them off. You combo with Gales, clear the board. 2 Swallow Potions, because sometimes you will do a Roach combo and then they just ignite. Well, then you bring Roach back and buff it. I run 2 promotes. My main targets for promotions are Orgil and Roach. Now, here is my third target for promotion, and this is very important. Sometimes players mess up, and they actually Kelwini 3 Jackdaws like 1 turn too early, right? So then they start playing like safe, and then you just promote it back again. That completely messes up their playstyle. So that's what it is. Now, your hardest matchups is on this order. Skellige, because of the dead rounds, and you want to use Frost against them. Number 2, mirror matches, because Northern Realms are so good at resing. Okay? Sorry about that. So, because they're really good at resing. And what happens is, over resing and all this kind of stuff, they actually rotate through the deck just like Skellige does. Sometimes even better. The third hardest matchup is Isigrim, because sometimes you commit a little bit too much and then you lose card advantage. But remember, guys, remember this. If you're going to play against Isigrim, make sure you get those squirrels. You smash those 3 squirrels. They cannot actually rotate those spells, those specials. Now, the easiest matchup I have found, all right, huge win ratio, monsters. Like, as long as you lock your Roach, as long as you don't give them Keldwini Sergeant, you should be just golden. They won't have targets and everything, and you're gonna be like, Manti, but sometimes they only throw spells. Well, throw a spell back. Throw a spell back, and they have to keep playing. Sometimes if you have seen my stream, I have played like a Swallow Potion into their enemies. It doesn't matter, because if it's 1 unit and then you Swallow Potion, right, and then they play another spell and then you Epidemic next round, it doesn't matter. You know? Now, just be careful with the Foglets. You can take care of them easily. Remember the activation of Pavetta. She starts at 4 even if you play it into like Water Hag. Alright? So she will like before it hits the rain. Remember that. That's very, very important. Same with Stem Folds, you know. It's just like that. I hope... Okay, for the Mulligan, here it goes. Mulligan against Skellige. I like keeping 2 Biting Frost, okay? Against Northern Realms. Against Northern Realms, I actually like to keep 1 Lacerate on hand, and I actually like to keep Sabrina Gels on hand, alright? Remember that. It messes up with the reses, if everything, they might res it into your side of the field. Doesn't matter, because most of your things are actually golden, okay? So keep that in mind. Sabrina Gels for Northern Realms. Against Scoia'tael. Against Scoia'tael, I really like to keep 2 Swallow Potions and promotes, because you never know how many removals they're going to do against Roach, and really fight hard for that round 1, because they will have a hard time on round 2 with a 16 power Roach, 14 power Roach. Okay. Against them, I also like to keep Jennifer, because you start with the roach really, really big, and if they don't have an immediate removal, it just gets really bad for them. And against monsters, I actually don't like keeping Biting Frost. I try to mulligan off things, literally off things. Whatever I get after is a win to me. I try to mulligan away from Biting Frost, and I try to mulligan away from Kelduini Sergeant, just because of the options that they have and what I told you about that. Things to look out for, guys. Make sure you guys don't get too greedy around the Meridian Bomb. Just lock it, lose the run if you have to. Roach will come back, and you will be just fine, okay? Just remember that. Be careful with the Meridian Bomb, okay? And this is it. This is BlingBlingDovid. If you actually have any questions, make sure you feel that on the comment section. You hop into my stream, ask questions, you know, anything that I can do to help. And as a matter of fact, we will do a little bit of gameplay soon, to be coming soon. Okay, guys? So BlingBlingDovid gameplay to come out soon. Make sure you follow Gwent City. Make sure you follow HG3, or check me out. You know, this has been BlingBlingDovid. This has been Manti. This has been fantastic. See you guys later.
There'll be nothing to pick up when I'm done with you.
The reason why we display like this instead of the usual pork is now if I what's it called, if I push on that, there is nothing he can do. He cannot like even if he looks at 5, it's alright.
Peace is priceless.
So we locked it.
Mean they've not forgotten me. That's nice.
That doesn't have as much value as stem folds. Actually, stem folds has less value than Lacerate.
Elves must die!
I am ready.
Rumors travel faster than the wind.
He loses 20. I actually want him to rest Pavetta. Like the way I love you. He actually loses 20 if he rests no Pavetta. I mean if he rests Sabrina Gales, that's okay with me.
Not your lucky day.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take this win. So as soon as we see a rest, we hatch it. We hatch that rest, man.
Gather my men.
So you thought about this?
It is how I punish those who irritate me. Bloody not humans.
We're betting everything he doesn't got winning, man. Another thing is like, even though he has nothing like on the grave, like legitimate to rest, it's actually like, it's really good the situation that he's at.
I am ready.
How are we feeling on the top deck? How are we feeling on the top deck, man? I don't even know how I'm feeling on the top deck, but you know, the reality of it is that
You sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Let's go.
So you've thought about this?
Don't stray. On my kind, your kind, I'll stay the same. Pack up, don't stray. Oh, say, oh, say. Wait, they don't love you like I do. Wait, they don't love you like I
I'm a medic. I tend to know what I'm doing when I describe something.
Elves must die!
Long live the king!
What do you want of me?
I I'm not afraid.
Feels bad, man.
You one of us or not?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Stand and fight.
I didn't see. Boy who cried Timo, dude! Boy who cried Timo! What?